We are going to go to the West Coast to Chad. What's up, my good man?
Good morning. Well, maybe good morning here in the West and good afternoon in the East. Just doing my best to balance myself across the Golden Gate here. So far, so good. Debra, this is awesome. Really appreciate the insight, taking some quality notes over here. And I think to almost piggyback on a few of the other sentiments here in these questions is getting a better understanding from your perspective of what have you found to be of value or impactful when it comes to almost incentivizing engagement. I just feel in my experiences, it's hard to get people to even just respond, let alone to actually act. So, well, what have you found to be ways, maybe creatively, to get folks to actually, reply, but also take action in the engagement process?
You're talking about surveys and getting them to fill out those lovely surveys.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we have data. Well, if you've been able to collect data, I mean, that's great. Now, how do you apply it? But I feel like a lot of times in my experiences, it's even hard to collect the data. And you're like, guys, all I'm asking is 2 to 3 minutes of a survey. You can't even get that. So then it's like, okay, yeah, can I do a Starbucks gift card or something of that sort? And that still sometimes doesn't even, incentivize, but it's like, well, I'm gonna hold your paycheck. Well, I know legality wise, you can't do that either. So just more curious of what you found to work for you.
Yeah, absolutely. I did want to mention with your background. So my favorite picture that I have of myself, I do something called the Rebel Jump, where I just do like a jump, like sometimes when I'm finished doing my talks. And I did one of those in front of the Golden Gate Bridge when Glenn and I went and did a talk there. And they put like a cape on me. I didn't really have the cape on, so I'll have to send you that picture.
Oh, that's cool.
I think it's a really, really good question. And part of it goes back to the question that was asked before about companies not doing anything with the data. And I think you have to, first of all, convince your employees that it's worth their time to do it. I always go back to the what's in it for me. So if there's some way that you can convince your employees that there's something that they're going to get in return. And I don't personally like bribing people. I do them sometimes more just to have fun. Like, you know what? If you fill out the survey, yeah, we'll do something silly. Like I'm helping a company right now and they've got no money. And I said, you know what? As a thank you, I'm going to bake 12 bags of cookies and we'll give them away to people who did it. But I don't like bribery. So I try to focus on, if you guys help us out and explain to them why I need their help. So this client right now, we're trying to build the behaviors that sit within the values. And we've been very honest. We're like, we think we did a good job, but if they're not right, it's going to be your own fault because, we need you to tell us if this is going to work. And if it doesn't work, you're going to have to pay the price. So part of it is to be honest and explain what's in it for me. Also, I think the more people you have out there, voices, doing it as well. So every manager, make sure that every single manager is in your employees' ears. So like at Merlin, anytime we did a survey, every morning when they had their 5-minute huddle, the managers would say that, guys, we're doing a survey. I know you think it's silly, but it's really important for you to do it. So getting more people involved in it as well. And then I think the last thing is just to be realistic. So this one company I mentioned that I'm working with, they want 75% of people to fill it out. That's never going to happen. It's public service. I'm sorry. It's just their culture is not a culture yet of really, participating in that way. So setting more realistic and making sure you've got good data and supplementing it in other ways. So if they're not going to fill out the survey, go do some focus groups and get that information in other ways.
Yeah, I think to your point in closing here is it's the sharing an impactful story of, hey, here's what's worked in the past, and here's why we're doing it, and here's how it's going to benefit us as a team in totality in the long run. So, okay, cool. I like that.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah.